Hi YouTube, this video is going to be on Sagittarius Moon. Now if your moon is in Sagittarius, you're ruled by Jupiter, and that means you are quite lucky. And you are a mutable sign, which means change is good for you and you adapt to change very well. Along with the fact that you're lucky, these people come off really smart and they hold on to what they believe and what they say a lot. They're very persuasive with their words. People kind of just buy into what they're saying because of how smart they sound. They might not even know what they're talking about, but somewhere along the line they'll come across the concept of whatever it is and they'll seem right, even if they're not. Sometimes it can seem like, are they even telling the truth or not? Like, you may not believe them, you may not think what they're saying is right or wrong, but because of how they seem so informed, you naturally just believe these people because they're very informative and they like to get their point across, and they'll keep and continue talking until they get there, you know? And they may start off on a totally different, they may start off on a tangent and then go off on they may go completely off of it, and it may not make sense anymore, but somehow it still makes sense. Now, these people, when it comes to school and education, naturally, these people can just wing it and still get by because they grasp the entire concept of it rather than the little small details, and therefore they just make inferences off the concept, educational inferences, and things that they know, and they apply it, so that's how they kind of get by because they're ruled by Jupiter, so they're kind of lucky when it comes to things like that, you know? Along with that, when it comes to emotions, Sagittarius are mainly happy-go-lucky people, and they're a fire sign. So these aren't people that like to feel emotional and not in control of their emotions or feel sad all the time. And they're not going to show you that they're sad. Or if they are going to tell you that they're fine. They're going to convince you that they're okay because they're going to seem okay. They're going to be like, I'm fine, I'm good, everything's good. You know, these are those type of people. And their emotions come in bursts and small bursts throughout times. These aren't people that when something bad happens that makes them feel sad or whatever, that they deal with it all at once. They will deal with small portions at a time. So if something happens to Sagittarius Moon that makes them sad, they will be upset for a little bit and then they'll pull themselves together, be okay, and then the next week they come across a stump where they feel that same sadness. So it takes them, they get over it really quickly, or they act like they do, you know? But it's really because they know what's good for them and they know what's bad for them. You know, so if something's not good for them anymore, they won't dwell on it. You know, these are people that rely on truth, principles, and whys and reasons, you know? So if the principle has been broken, it's hard to get it back with the Sagittarius Moon, you know? They don't necessarily care about materialistic items or emotional things. They care more about what's kind of right and what's true. You know, these people seek the truth and they want the truth, you know? And these people ask why to everything. They want to know why something happens. They need the reasoning behind it to understand the general concept of it. And that's how they kind of grasp information, and they grasp information really quickly. They have really sharp minds, you know? These people love adventures, and they're always down to do something that they want to do that's fun. They don't really like to just sulk at home and stuff. They need to go doing something. And change comes easily for them because they're mutable. Along with that, these people can be naturally athletic. So, and yeah. So now the moon is the mother figure. So Sagittarius moons can view their mom as religious, or as she had strong beliefs that were forced upon you, or she had just strong beliefs about something, whether it be religion, whether it be whatever she believed in. It could be education as well. Education was probably stressed, something like that. A belief was stressed openly, or you knew about it or something. Or she may have been someone that was very informative, very open. Sagittarius moons are very open. They're very carefree also. They kind of will go do things by themselves just to go do things by themselves because they don't like stupidity. These people look at someone like something, and if they're just like, oh, you're so stupid or whatever it is, they'll just rather go deal with it themselves. They always think that they're right, and even if they're wrong, they will try to convince you that they are right. But they can also be like, okay, you're right, I get it. When they know that the other person's right, they can accept that because they accept the truth. They accept knowledge and they accept what's right. Yeah. And even if they're wrong, eventually they'll come across to the point that's correct because they always know the truth and they always know what's right, So eventually they'll come across it. Yeah. Along with that, these are naturally happy people. And yes, there can be some restriction to emotions here because you don't necessarily know how to express them at times. The best way for a Sagittarius moon to express any feelings, you are ruled also by Mars, I believe. Mars aspects you in some way. So you feel restless at times. Your emotions can be overwhelming and you have this need to get it out. You're a fire sign. So it is going to come out in some passion. And if you have no passion and no outlet to put those emotions through, this is where the moon can fall in this placement because you can be in denial about what you're feeling and those negative emotions at times. Well, not necessarily in denial. You know what you're feeling, but you're in denial that you're not okay to others. You'll say that you can get through it or you'll be fine and all that. So that's where the moon can fall, But finding an outlet or a passion that you like will help you to express it. Now, these Mars people, Mars is your need for action. It's the planet of war and all of that stuff and aggression. And this is forced here, so when you do feel overwhelmed and frustrated with your feelings, they can come out aggressive if you don't deal with them. You may just not want to deal with anybody that you're just like, oh, you're so annoying, so stupid, so below me, So when you don't, a good way to get this out is physical activity. These people should exercise and run or get their frustration out in some way. If you're not getting it out through a creative, passionate outlet, physical exercise is really great for you. And finding a belief or something that you can rely on and truly believe in and understand is something that will help you to express yourself. My Mars is in Sagittarius, so when I get angry and frustrated, it can come out very angry. And I think that astrology has helped that a lot because it's given me reasons as to why I feel like that. And when you find, Moon and Sagittarius person, when you find that reason why, it's a great relief off of you, For the most part, you are very responsible. You can be a little bit disorganized, but you don't mind it. You're a very carefree person sometimes. You go with the flow of things. You like it when it's very a carefree environment and you don't have to worry as much because you like to have fun and you like to go out and you like to express yourself in a happy way. So you like those things. You like to be happy and upbeat and uplifted. These people are very positive people. They're not pessimistic. They may be hard on themselves, maybe, but they love, they won't show you that they're like this. They'll show you that they're more optimistic. Along with that, these people can seem emotionally detached, but they're not. They are a fire sign. They aren't cold and calculating. They feel it, but it comes in bursts, like I said. So as though they can seem emotionally detached, because they don't like to express that side of them. They don't want to seem like they're weak or vulnerable or any of that. They can seem emotionally detached, but they're not. And when a Sagittarius person, you like to get over things quickly. And when you don't get over things quickly and you still don't understand why you're feeling upset, that is when the restlessness and sometimes the anger can come out. So finding an outlet to deal with your emotions is important, whether that be physical activity, something that you're passionate about, something that's creative, something that makes you feel happy, whether it be school, something that you're getting your life on. These people may need a change in environment. If you are feeling frustrated and stuck in the slumps, try going out somewhere new that you haven't been. Experience something that you haven't before, because you like change, you're mutable, and that's very important for you. You like to see new things, you like to travel, whether it be short or long distance. Try to get some traveling in, try to experience new things, see what's out there for you, because this is when you'll be the most happiest. When you find a way to express those negative emotions and put it into something positive that can help transform your life into something good, then that's when you'll start to feel better. Alright, that was it for my Sagittarius Moon video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.